Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included Aquatic Planet Pack, where we are trying to do everything. Last episode, let me go ahead and grab this real quick. Ooh, Megaphone, nice. Last episode we finished up Minnow's quest. So we finished up the Better Together, so we have Minnow now. Oh, I clicked off of it. Oopsie poopsie. So we finished up Minnow's quest. We also got the No Place Like clone when we got Minnow, because it gave us 20 dupes. We've got a couple more that we kind of want to work on today. We can't really do the moves yet. We can't really do the reduce the temperature down to 6 Kelvin without the without supercoolant, I believe. I think you have to have supercoolant for that. We can work on our tubes because we have lots of plastic now. We still haven't gotten the they got better thing because I don't have any shoot. I don't have any bomb lilies in order to do that. I don't have anything being tuned, which I actually need to do. I need to turn what I can do. Let me work on that real quick. So I can do this. That needs to be a door, what I've been doing. And we should have plenty of metals now to where I can just make this happen. Let's see. Because all of these rooms are power plants. So we can make tune-ups in order, we can make tune-up stuff. So let's see, let's just do this out of gold. I don't know, put it in the middle, sure. Do it just like that. All right. I noticed a little bit ago we're actually struggling a little bit with nat gas. We have run out over here. Our vent is dormant for the next 31 cycles, so that's not great. We have run out of ore holes somehow. We'll grab those guys. But we are pulling the natural gas from down here. Because we made a little infinite storage for natural gas here. And then we're pulling it from this guy. And then I'm trying to go ahead and tame some of these other ones as well. Now, of course, all of these need diamond, which is okay because there's a ton of diamond on the map anyhow. I do need to close this off. Let's see. We'll do... Don't need that. We will go ahead and do a manual airlock here like I did for the other one. The problem here is there's a bunch of salt water. And the salt water does cause a little bit of a problem. Let me see. Can I copy what I did over here? Because this worked out really well. So we have just a tiny bit of polluted brine here. And then we pulled up from that. This is going pretty well. Not having to do a huge amount with these guys. What I can do is I can actually, in order to stop this guy from having to run super often, I can actually dump some crude oil in here. I don't need a lot, just a tiny bit. This is not connected to anything. I've also went ahead and I think I've gotten all of these guys with turbines on it. These guys aren't filled up, which is perfectly fine. I mean, we'll fill them up at some point. We can go ahead and seal this guy off because he's already got stuff. Now, this... Actually, I can seal this here. They only need 15 tiles worth. Because I think it can only suck in 1,500 kilos of water. It doesn't tell me, like, what's in it. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. There we go. Seal that bad boy in. So we don't have to worry about this doing anything crazy now. We won't get any more mixed liquids in there. It's just sand. Let's see, this cold temperature is going to kind of flood in a little bit, but with our oxygen going into the base, it shouldn't be a problem. We do still kind of need... Why is this not running? What? Wait, why is this just not running at all? Do I need to take out a packet or two? That's weird. I wonder if it's because this is directly on the line and it kind of make things go all wonky. Doing great. We have a bunch of Draco eggs here. We need them to drop one more egg so that I can have an additional egg in here. The glossy Dracos look like they still grow their scales. Oh, no, they don't. They don't grow their scales when they're miserable. Never mind. I lied. I thought they did. But it's okay. I mean, we have extra guys in here just in case we need them. Oh. Good old autosaves. And we still have both of these full, so we're still rolling in plastic. We're still rolling in reed fiber. So that shouldn't be a problem. I really don't want to make these... yellow alerts. But I might if I have to. I wonder if it'll roll now, actually. Oh yeah, we're fine. I guess it was because that was sitting there that it wasn't able to do it. And that's alright. So this is still very cool. This is still very cool. Let's see, how's this doing? This is still doing perfectly fine. We are down to 2 kilos in here, which is not enough. So we need to get this kind of situated pretty quickly. So let me do this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this built, see if I can get this salt water pushed out. It's gonna be a little difficult to get it pushed out, but it should be okay. What I could probably also do is close it off and try to suck it all out with a water pump. Now that actually might take even longer than just building the tiles to push the liquid. I don't think we need another dupe right now. I was also thinking, for the next run that we do, I was thinking that I do a bionics only. Because I don't think I've ever played with bionics. It is one of those things that I've just never done. I wasn't super interested in them when they came out. So I've never used the bionics. And it might be interesting to actually, you know, try it. I mean, it's been a mechanic in the game for a long time, so they've had plenty of time to patch and fix things that weren't great to start with. So I mean, and I'm sure it's pretty well refined at this point. Let's see, so we're not making any more petroleum. We need to. I'm gonna create a storage for that actually. Let me see. If I'm not mistaken, crude oil is still heavier than petroleum. So what I can kind of do is, even though it's going to be a little warm, where's our little infinite storage space? It is right here. I did expand this a bit. Oops. But I expanded it because it was like, I might need more than just this little bit of water. I might need more at some point. And it'll be better to have a bigger storage than a smaller one. Let's see. It's a little annoying, that's okay. Oh boy. Man, these autosaves are starting to get a bit longer. And we haven't even come off this planetoid yet, which is funny. So the autosaves being longer is kind of goofy, it feels like. What I need is a bit of crude oil. Because if I'm not mistaken, crude oil is still heavier than petroleum. And what I'll do is I'll just bring this petroleum up and dump it into there. 20 kilos, 20 kilos. Oh, let me make sure. Wait 1 second. Let me see. When does the liquid vent overpressure? The liquid vent overpressures at 1,000 kilos. So yeah, we can put 20 kilos there and it shouldn't be a problem. I will grab the 30 kilo one. How about that? Start getting that done. I don't think I need steel pumps for this. How warm is this petroleum? It is 60°C. It shouldn't get too much warmer than that. Yeah, it's 34°C here. We should be okay. We should be okay with regular pumps. I should probably make them out of steel just in case. But with the area around this already being pretty chilly, it should just be okay. Oh man, I have so many liquid pipes coming in and out of here. And then I could change these pipes up if I wanted to. And all right, now is the fun part. Now is the how do we get out of here? I'm just going to use regular piping because there's so much liquid here that the temperature is, even if it does increase in temperature, it's just not going to matter. Man, it feels so crazy to run this pipe. Oh. Run this piping all the way up. It should be okay, though, if I'm completely honest. Bring it over here. There we go. Autosaves. And then we want to go here. I don't think dupes can actually reach that. That's alright. And that should work perfect. And we already have the crude oil here. We shouldn't have to worry about it moving. And then this will create just an infinite storage for our petroleum. So we don't have to worry about this backing up down here. And we can constantly run this oil refinery. Now, the problem also is we do need to watch this to make sure we don't get make sure we don't end up mixing the liquids, because we don't want to mix liquids. Or we don't want to mix the polluted brine in here, because then I'll start breaking stuff. Don't really want to break stuff. Oh man, we have so much stuff to dig out, though. So let's do this. Start pushing this stuff out. Then I'll deconstruct it from the other side. Because this polluted brine sitting here should fall down and take up these two spaces so that the salt water shouldn't be able to get in very well. Hopefully that'll be how that works. We will see if my mechanics of the game are any good. They're likely not, but that's okay. Let's see, and this... I don't need to go all the way down for that. That should be good. Get all of these plugged in. So we only have 3 that I see. Oh, 4. There's one here too. Okay, cool. 4, and then there might be another one this direction. I'm not really sure. There's a geyser here. I am gonna go ahead and check and see what it is. It's a minor volcano. Ooh. Don't really know what we can do with that right now, but we could start cleaning out some of this water and just turning it into regular water. Just shoving it into our infinite storage. And that way we wouldn't have to like desalinate anything or anything along those lines. It might make life a ton easier. So let's see. Fine metal. I don't really think there's another use for depleted uranium, so we can use that. We have a gold volcano, so using gold's not that big of a deal. There's starvation going on, and it's taking way too long. Okay, no, she's just going to use the bathroom. That's perfectly fine. I might need to give the dupes another downtime slot, just because we're so far away from some of these tasks that we might need to give them another downtime slot so they can get home faster, or they can get home in plenty of time. So back to this. Realistically, we can use zinc as well because we have so much of it. We don't really have a renewable source of zinc yet. I think the only metal volcano I have is the is this gold one. And this was a regular volcano. Oh, I have a copper volcano too. We need to tame this at some point. So we need to tame this. We need to tame this. Um, this looks like it's gonna erupt, but it shouldn't because it has the tile over it. So we should be okay there. This is going to become a problem very soon, to where we're going to have to provide the salt water here from somewhere else. And it might need to come from here. So we might need to source our water from a different, might need to source our oxygen water from somewhere else as well. 'Cause I mean, this is still moving decently slow, but it is still moving. I mean, we have almost a 900 kilograms per tile of oxygen in here, so we shouldn't have to worry about any of this being a problem anytime soon. This wire should not be overloading. It is though. Uh-oh. What I can do is I can replace this wire. Let's see. Because we have plenty of plastic now to replace it, so we don't need it to be the 2 kilowatt wire. We can put the 4 kilowatt wire in. But I can't get into here anymore. Not super pog. I can though, I think. I think I can just deconstruct that, Why don't I just do this? Am I wasting so much by, like, having this? They should all be priority 9s. We shouldn't really have to worry about it too awful much here. And what I will probably do is I'll probably deconstruct this tile here to allow them to get in. All of this is going to be oxygen anyway, and since they're in suits, they won't be breathing out, so that won't be a problem at all. So we will... There shouldn't be anything else in this tile. No, there's nothing else, so I can just bop, bop. So I can change these wires. Oh boy, oh boy. We should... Yeah, we can reset. I just want to make sure. We do have this set up to where we can get petroleum and get it infinitely stored as well, instead of it just being down here in our little liquid containers. This is still refining. We don't want this to stop refining because it is providing us with some nat gas. And the other problem is we are running out of natural gas. We are using up a lot of it. We don't want to run out. That would not be great for us. But this guy's running, and then we have this going now as well. And our dupes can swim around to here, so it should just be okay. We want to tap into this guy as well, because we need to dig this out and then hopefully be able to. I can honestly just go. At least for now. I would prefer that be actually over here. I know that seems a bit goofy, but I prefer it to be here. It's a little bit of extra, it's a little bit extra piping, but it'd be fine. It is a little warm over here, so this actually might need to be steel. Because we don't really want our stuff to overheat, and since we got in our steel production last episode, Like, we shouldn't really have a problem with building things out of steel and making sure they can last forever. That's kind of the big thing about the steel, is it allows you to build stuff that lasts forever. Why did I do it so far away? Why don't I just come down here? We have starvation. I'm going to double check on that just in case. It's likely nothing. However, the times that it's not nothing are the times that are really a problem. So, do this. And then we will be putting one here as well, but I can't do it quite yet. That will mean we'll need power to it. Let's see how we're doing over here. Did we get this fixed? We have a whole line here now of crude oil, and that's okay. Oops. That was my bad, but that's alright. I really just wanted some crude oil here, because I didn't want us to bring in the hot, if we brought in hot gold, and it popped onto this brine here, it would have flashed the brine, and then forced this hydrogen all out of this tiny little space, and it would have gotten all over the base, which we do not want. It's the same reason why we have this crude oil here. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? We have this closed off. We're going to get some liquid into these and close them off as well. This one likely doesn't actually need me to add any more liquid. So I'll just go ahead and close it off. We can go ahead and start on some more research. No reason not to. All of our critter things are doing great. Funny thing is, we don't even really need these incubators up anymore. They're probably just wasting power at this point. We could just have a trap like we do on the other one, just because these are all just pips. There's not going to be a change in what they are, but it'll be okay. The little bit of waste of power is not going to hurt us too awful bad. Long term though, we might want to fix it, which is fine. We will fix it long term if we need to. I can't dig any of this stuff, huh? Oh, because I can't get to it. Duh. We can't walk across here, because if you don't know, it has to have one tile in between. Like, there's a tile here. And so the dupes can't walk on this because they're technically 2 tile high. So there has to be, like, the ladder would have to be in this tile for them to be able to shuffle across it. Oh, this was a carbon dioxide geyser. I completely dug it up. Oopsie. Which is okay. I mean, it does liquid carbon dioxide at negative 55 degrees, which is kind of cool. So if I ever need, like, to cool something, that's awesome. All this area down here is also really cold. Okay, this is all really cold. All real cold biomes. I am digging out this cold biome because whatever. Because it's not that big of a deal. And then we're also digging out all this area. We've gotten most of the map dug out at this point. See, as soon as we get this all built and ready, we'll be okay. Our dupes seem to be a little slow in their swimming progress, but that's alright. Those are all priority 5. Yeah, we need to set... What I'm going to do is I'm going to set everybody an extra slot of downtime. Just because we seem to be getting the starvation thing very frequently. So if we set an extra hour of downtime, it gives them a little bit of gives them extra time to be able to get back to the base and eat and all that stuff, so they don't run out of time for stuff. Yeah, she's just now getting back. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 of these gas vents, the thermal gas fissures, tapped into. We're working on getting this area kind of obviously the working on getting all of the freaking water out of it. The polluted brine is a little annoying. But we have quite a few other ones too. Like we have one here. There is one more I know over here. Let's see. Are there any more that I can see currently? So there's 2 more that I can see now. There could be more on the map that I just haven't found yet. And these are working pretty well to keep this stocked with natural gas. And it's supplying all of our stuff, which is fantastic. Now, I did go ahead and take the petroleum over here and add it, add a couple generators just to make sure that when we were running out of the gas, I didn't want to accidentally like not be able to power my base. I feel like that would have been kind of a major problem. So we fixed that problem by just going ahead and taking care of it. That's not a 9. We don't need to worry about that. I would like to bring the caviar into the base so they actually like eat it, because I don't think they've been eating it. This is still running well. These were damaged the last video before we had put the steam in here, and they just hadn't been fixed. It's no big deal. We have 3,600 kilograms of steel now, and then we're getting more iron as well. So, and of course, this aqua tuner is just cooling the steam turbines. Let's see. What else do we do? These are all running well now that we have this infinite storage for the natural gas. Since we've tapped into like 4 of these, we have enough natural gas to kind of run everything right now. Now we do need to watch our diamond, because this does consume a significant amount of diamond when it runs. But which is perfectly okay. Let me do this. This should be the last tiles we need to pop this open. And then we should have, honestly, we should have plenty of diamond to run these guys for a long time. And we have 20.9 tons. The power looks like it's struggling a bit. We do have a lot of power on this right now, which is not the best thing in the world. But we have 2 drills running at the same time, which is not the best. But it will be okay. There is a decent amount of natural gas in this one already. There are some guild goes over here, which I would love to start ranching. They eat sulfur, and just like the slow goes, they eat a lot of sulfur. But they have to stay hot, which is fine. We can make that happen. We should be able to make that happen, no problem. Go ahead and empty this out. I will, I guess, just put a door here so we can make sure we can get in and out. When all of the liquid goes away is what I'm kind of worried about a little bit. This ended up flooding and we had to kind of fix it a bit, annoyingly enough. But I'm having to suck the water out of this room, and then hopefully we'll be fine. This already has 34 kilograms of nat gas in it. These guys produce a significant amount. I mean, 83.3 grams per second isn't necessarily a small amount. Like, it's pretty good. The crude oil here, it is. Keep all of these. Put that tile. We don't need these. This water shouldn't rush in. Yeah, because the crude oil's here, so the water shouldn't rush in. There we go. Here's this one. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Good old autosaves. We can't reach that, which is a little annoying. That's okay. Yeah, of course we'll need power. That's not the power tab. Alright, now we've tapped into all of these. I think kind of needs to happen is I think we need to empty this out and then block off these tiles. Ooh, that was nauseating. Let's just... I mean, I have so much wood, it doesn't really matter, but we'll grab some more. Get that closed off. Alrighty. This one's doing great. And then, I don't know if I showed this at the beginning of the last video, but this did break, sadly enough. We got pressure damage from the salt water, and it broke in. And it's okay. We'll get it fixed. It seems to still be producing. It looks like it's still producing, but I'm not sure it actually is, because none of these tiles are going up. So, I'm not actually sure. And we also had a break here that flooded into here that we had to kind of fix. Wasn't a huge deal, but it does mean that our leaky oil fissure is not doing its thing anymore. And that's alright. Let's see. Popped open the CO2 geyser. And then we see the edge of the map here now, so we know that this is kind of it. We are still increasing in our calories, which is great. And of course, this oxygen is also still increasing. At some point, this won't flow in as quickly because it'll probably be, it probably won't be enough in here. Well, that might be wrong, because this is still going up, even though, you know, It wasn't running for a long time. Let's see, how are we doing over here? This is going to be a problem really soon. I should probably unplug this entirely and plug in the salt water from here. I actually will go ahead and do that just so we kind of prevent the problem. Why are you going that way instead of us going that way? Yeah, there we go. That way we can... This is really hot, but I think it'll be okay. It should just be fine. Because of how much water is over here, it should increase the temp too awful much. And if it does become kind of a problem, we will... I'll put some stuff in to make sure it cools off. How's this going? Oh, I did not replace this. Oopsie. Good. Alright, I don't really need this anymore. Getting all that nat gas out. I think we've already looked at this geyser. I think this was the minor volcano. This was the minor volcano. There's Draco! There were Dracos! Nice. I do want to be able to... We want to do this achievement at some point as well. It's the Aquatic Planet Pack achievement. Let's see. There's that one. There's one way down here. Now, where is the third one? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So they're little awkward places, but it should be okay. And then this is the main heat pump. We need steel to reconnect it. Maybe we don't do that right now. So we can actually do this, I would think. So let's see, we have 20 dupes. Let's grab... I don't have enough rubber. It's okay, we can make more rubber. Really not? Why do we not have rubber? Do I have gumwood? I have 23 tons of gumwood. I think that we will be okay in terms of rubber production. We just haven't done it yet. I've had the dupes so busy that they just haven't been able to do it. And that's okay. Alrighty, we need to deconstruct this stuff at some point as well. We only have 68.7 kilograms of hydrogen left, and then we have completely vacuumed out all of the oxygen, which is perfectly fine. I can actually just deconstruct all of this. I mean, honestly, not a big deal to just deconstruct all of that. I'd love to say I could deconstruct this, but I kind of can't yet because we don't want... Well... I can do that, and then I can deconstruct it. Perfect. We do have just a crazy amount of gumwood. Is that an excited reaction, or is that... Oh yeah, it's pretty high morale. Good. So let us get these guys going. Are we sick? Slime lung and an allergic reaction at the same time. Oh man, poor Lindsay. She is just a struggling. That is alright. Our decor is still great. We do kind of need to work on some of this stuff. I would like to make this kind of a nature reserve at some point. Because we do have 4 spots that we could put, that we could have natural tiles. I could kind of force create natural tiles for there. Don't really want there to be debris everywhere. All of this is running fine. We have lots of spaghetti pipes, but that's okay. We have the petroleum online. Now, the, where I had this down here, I had to close this off because I didn't want the brine to mix with the, crude oil and cause problems. Because if this goes into our little refiner, it'll break it, and we didn't really want to break it. So, that is quite alright. He's down here digging, even though this is a priority 5. Nice. Yeah. Battery's not doing fantastic because we have both of them running at the same time. I could use a couple more generators. This is 90-20. It's exactly what we need it to be. What I think we'll do next episode is I think we'll start kind of sucking up some of these liquids and filtering them out. Just strictly because it's just so much water that it just, I don't know. It's the problem with doing that. The problem with doing that is all of these creatures will die if we do it, which is not ideal because we should probably want to ranch some of these glow squids at some point because glow squids are kind of cool. The problem is they eat only tublias and nothing else. Not the plastic from the tublias, nothing like that. They eat only tublias. And the tublias require polluted brine or regular brine and sulfur. Now, we have a lot of sulfur. Don't get me wrong, we have a lot of sulfur. We finally got this done, which is fantastic. Still have the crude oil here. We still have the crude oil here. This looks like it's taken pressure damage, but it's not. The health isn't different. There we go. There's that vacuum. So there's crude oil here, and crude oil here. So we shouldn't have. This shouldn't break. Now, it still might because it happens sometimes. But we shouldn't have any breaking shenanigans going on there. Do want this here. I can't reach it right now though. Now I haven't seen any more geysers, I don't think. Crazy enough, we have our 2 metal volcanoes. We have our nat gas geyser. We have, of course, our water geyser, and we have 2 of the polluted brine geysers right here beside each other. Then we have a CO2 vent and a CO2 geyser, so really cold and really hot. And I think, is that it? Is that all we've got? Let me see. Oh, we have the volcano that's blocked off. We have the minor volcano that's currently closed up. We have the oil fissure, which I have open, but it's overpressured. And then, of course, we have an oil reservoir. I didn't realize that this was considered a actual geyser. And then apparently there's one that we haven't found yet. I forgot that our world is geodormant, which is not great. But that's okay. I mean, it's one of those things. Geodormant doesn't affect us too much because we do have a lot of water and we have some water resources. And all of the natural gas that the aquatic planet has just kind of... It makes water a little bit easier to come by because you do get polluted water from it. So, I mean, it's still kind of great. This is the minor volcano. I'm afraid if I break into here too much, we'll start breaking our tiles. Don't really want to do that. I do want to make it in this direction though. But what I don't want to break into this area. I don't really want to break into this area. Yeah, the only way to really do that is to come from below. I think that's what we're gonna do. I know we can't get to this quite yet, but we will here momentarily. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for me this time. So we have gotten the gas fissures tapped into, these little thermal gas fissures at the bottom of the map. There are a couple more that we can take care of, which we will get into those at some point. But these 4 plus the natural gas geyser up top should be enough to keep all of my gas generators going for now until we have to add more to the grid. So we have that ran all the way up to our little power spine over here. This power spine we do kind of need to flesh out a little bit because we are adding more stuff and we are getting further down into the map. Now, we also started petroleum this episode, so we have petroleum going. We do have a couple petroleum generators just to supplement these gas geysers. These gas generators, just because we had started running out before we got the fissures tapped into. But we've got those going. We have a little infinite storage for our petroleum, and we extended the infinite storage for our water. So what we can start doing is we can start refining water somewhere else and then dumping it into the infinite storage, and it would be perfectly fine. We shouldn't have any problems with pressure or anything because this is airflow tiles and there is salt water at the bottom of this, so we shouldn't have to ever worry about the vent overpressurizing as well. So I guess what we'll do before we end is I will go ahead and grab this last blueprint. We'll just grab some more pin pockets. And then what I will do before I end is I will open a couple of blueprints from the pod because I have 33 available. Why not open like 5 of them? Ooh, gloves. Oh, very cute, very cute. I don't think I had this one. Ooh. I think I already had that one though. Alright, there's a couple of blueprints to end the episode. Everyone have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.